Before we begin, I just wanted to make a note that in this tourney and where we're starting the recording, the opponent to our player's perspective, so TrollTheClown, won the first match, so we're in Game 2 in a best of 3. Now enjoy! Welcome on in, everybody. We're back with the Ursiiday's Pocket Weekly, and what I like about this match is that now we're into the top 8, but this also, we're looking from the perspective, the player perspective at least, of Krohnos, who's using one of the decks that's not one of the big 3, right? So the meta big 3 is the Charizard EX, the Pikachu EX, and the Mewtwo EX, but this deck, as you'll see, we're gonna have the cards on screen for them, as Krohnos is actually using a Marowak EX deck, and so I like that this person actually made it into 7th place in the end, and so obviously I won't reveal anything beyond that, just for now. But they are going up against Psychic, as we can see, so presumably that would be Mewtwo EX deck coming up right here. I'll let everybody see how this plays out, of course, but this is the great thing, is that it'll at least show us that, you know, you don't have to only stick to the big 3 to make it into that top 8, so this is okay. This is good to see, although for Krohnos, the hand, not as great it looks like so far. We can be sure they're looking for Marowak essentially as soon as possible, because Mewtwo EX, and it's that beautiful gold Mewtwo EX, is now on the field, of course, for TrollTheClown. That's the opponent right now for Krohnos, and so I know that Krohnos was not feeling good. I think Krohnos has been sick for a while, so this tournament is under duress, you could say. But once again, thank you. I gotta give credit to Ursiiday for running the tournament, and this is a Pocket Weekly tournament, so if you are looking to test your might in Pokemon TCG Pocket, why not? Why not look for that tourney and sign up for it? And so right now, I think what we can clearly say is that the Marowak deck is going to rely a decent amount on the coin tosses, right? Because when you're talking about Boomerang, you're looking at that 80 damage per heads, which can be very devastating, of course, if the heads land. It's just, that was a big qualifier, right? If the heads land. And so you just have your, is it going to be heads? Is it going to be heads and tails? Is it going to be all tails? Any mixing and matching of those? So let's see what happens. Yes, it does look like TrollTheClown, kind of going with what we saw in the last video. If you saw my last upload of this tourney, they do have essentially probably the Gardevoir Mewtwo EX deck. You know, this has proven to be very scary to go up against, but it does very well if you can get Gardevoir, especially as soon as possible, right? You're probably going to get that Mewtwo EX. They are double Kirlia right now, so, you know, it's only a matter of time, but there it is for Krohnos. This is what he needed. They definitely do want that Marowak EX down as soon as possible. If we can get double heads, take out the Mewtwo, you know, that would be great if you're Krohnos. But yeah, I mean, right now as it stands, it looks like Krohnos going to have at least a slight advantage to be able to attack faster, so they will be able to attack this turn, which is nice. Kind of have to, again, pray to RNGesus, because you're looking for that double heads. If you can get that right now, that Mewtwo is donezo, and so we will see. Oh, nope, it's not an Oko, which is a one-hit KO. Not an Oko, but we do get the heads. Oko Ono, as I like to say. Boom. It is going to be an 80, though, so no on the one-hit KO, which is, it's going to be fine, but he really would have wanted that right there, right? That would have been 2 prize packs right away to pick up. So yeah, then this is what you see happen, right? Is that now Gardevoir is out with that Psy Shadow, so that's going to change the game right here. Fortunately for Krohnos, we're not yet at that Oko Ono, but it's getting close. They are actually going to charge up for Gardevoir, though, over there on TrollTheClown's side, so not kind of beef up that Mewtwo, right? So, interesting, you know, it could be, there's sort of stock to put into either decision, right, to power up the Mewtwo all the way, or go for that Guardy. And so, we'll see how it plays out, of course, but right now, Krohnos, luckily, full energy on our Marowak EX, so we do have some time to kind of decide, do we want to be getting Hitmonlee, get it ready? But I think this was the better choice, which was what I was going to say. That's what Krohnos ended up doing, was put the energy on Sandshrew, because if you get Sandslash and boom, there's the Oko Ono. Not really when it's needed, but hey, I mean, it gives you faith in the heads, right? So keep the faith, as that will be worth 2 prize packs right here for Krohnos. Feels like a big dub, I know, but we just have to see how it plays out, because, of course, if there's another Mewtwo EX in the picture, that could be a little devastating. Also, this Gardevoir is going to be able to attack just with the Psy Shadow ability that does allow for having enough energy right now. And so let's see it. It looks like that's going to be the play right here. And so Psy Shot, that is going to be a devastating 60 damage. Luckily, not the KO right here. So Marowak still in play. Again, you're going to be going kind of with the luck of the draw on the heads. Now, you could say also the luck of the draw on having a backup, right? You know, do we have Sand Slash yet? Krohnos doing the tournament thing, which is to hide your hand. You know, you never know who's watching your stream or anything like that. Hopefully, remember to put your delays on, guys, if you're in one of the streams. But yeah, they do have the Sabrina right there, which is very nice, so this is good. And if we were casting this as a tournament and whatnot, it's very likely we wouldn't see their hand either. And so that's a heads right off the bat, but no, not gonna be the tails. And that doesn't matter, because look at this. Since they sent Kirlia in right here, that is gonna be a game 1 for Krohnos, and we like to see it again because this is not the big 3 meta. So I'm rooting for you, Krohnos. I probably shouldn't show a bias, right? I probably should not show a bias. And so that is, like I say, we are reliant on their streams and stuff, so it did come in a little bit in the middle of the starting part, but it's okay. We didn't miss any turns, luckily. But again, I'm just kind of relying on the gumption of other streamers to be putting up their VODs and stuff for us to see this. So many thank you to them. I'll make sure that there are links everywhere and whatnot for that. And so, yeah, this is going to be devastating. So we got 2 on the Mewtwo EX, and of course the Ralts is now down. Professor's research, hopefully to draw some more. They're looking for Kirlia. They're looking for Ralts as soon as possible, of course. One thing that is going to help Krohnos right here is going second, of course. You know, there could have been a little bit of an energy generation advantage and stuff if the TrollTheClown had been able to put energy down. Right now, though, unfortunately, the hand, you know, we don't appear to have that Cubone, don't appear to have Marowak EX, and that's going to be another Hitmonlee. This is not awful. I mean, if you could Hitmonlee down that Ralts right now, you could actually stunt the Gardevoir play. But we're just going to have to see, because it is going to come down to also that Hitmonlee, it's vulnerable, obviously, to Psychic, right? You know, when you think about this deck, not all of them will be, because Fighting type, it encompasses those, you know, ground types. It encompasses those rock types and stuff, too, and they're not going to be weak to Psychic, at least as the Aos cookie crumbles, you know. It's Fighting types in this TCG are kind of half and half, I guess you could say, at least as it stands with Genetic Apex, ladies and gentlemen. So now the play is Professor's research. You know, they're doing what they can, obviously trying to get that Gardevoir, right? That's the play. So Kirlia, yep, there is the Kirlia, so the evolution and another Ralts down here on the bench for backup. And so this is set up kind of nice for TrollTheClown this time. You do have, I guess, the advantage of going second if you were Krohnos. They did get the Marowak EX, so that is what they're looking for. You know, as soon as we possibly can, let's try to get that Bone Meringue going. And so they do actually have the X speed. So kind of mulling over the decision, but no, it looks like they will. That is probably the right play, right? You know, let's take Hitmonlee out of here, and let's just try to stifle this Mewtwo EX, because that will be brutal if it can start getting that energy generation. So again, there is a chance that, you know, Krohnos could actually still take this. It's been a little bit rough of a start, but hey, put your money on that Bone Meringue and just hope and pray. So it's going to come down to these coin flips, and so that is a Tails right off the bat. No, it's going to be Tails the Fox all around, you guys. That is definitely painful. You know, this is the thing you really don't want, and that's going to be the issue, right? That's our vulnerability with this Marowak EX deck. Again, it's very interesting. I love it, because I love to see, this was something in Pokemon Unite, was you often saw either like a mirror match all the time, or people just kind of sticking to that typical meta. And so the teams that could actually, there was a team called Nemesis that was great at kind of going outside the box and thinking outside the typical meta. And so I think that provides us some of the most fun matches, at least for viewership, and from a casting perspective, it is very fun. But yes, succeed by the coin, fail by the coin. That seems to be it. And so we'll wait for TrollTheClown right now. Unfortunately, with that double flip on the tails, it is going to hurt to now take 50 damage right here from Mewtwo EX, the beautiful gold Props to TrollTheClown also having the interactive Mewtwo EX, at least making it fun, right? If we're gonna see this meta all over the place with these Mewtwo decks until hopefully the next expansion rolls along and maybe something else will take the spotlight, am I right? But this is a chance for Krohnos now, so Krohnos, hopefully, if we can roll them heads, that's what we're looking for if you're Krohnos, but also, of course, getting ready with the other Marowak EX, and so the nice thing is, if you are gonna go EX after EX, yes, it's 2 prize pack points, but there's only 3 to win. So it kind of doesn't matter for that last one. No, this is absolutely true pain. So that is just very unfortunate if you are Krohnos to land on the Tails the Fox ×2 all the way around so far. And so you just kind of have to hope, well, that they're not going to charge that up. No, there's the Psy Shadow right here. So it does appear that that Mewtwo is going all the way. Possibly going to use it. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, it will be Psy Drive. So they are looking for that KO pickup, because they can do it again when Krohnos throws the next Marowak out. And so it really is, you know, we've been saying it over and over again. It's all about the coins, right? Oh, and I feel like this is a super important detail to note. We're actually on the, it's best 2 out of 3, but there was already a match won by TrollTheClown. Gosh, I should have said this at the start, you guys. So we're actually 1-1 right now. So this is literally the play of the tournament. You know, it's like, is Krohnos going to advance or is TrollTheClown going to advance? Because it's all about literally what happens with these coins. I'm so sorry. I should have mentioned that right from the start. Maybe I should edit that in. Maybe I'll make like an intro edit. Yeah, let me do that. But here, so this is all what it comes down to for the tourney. So let's see it. Bone Meringue. Here it comes. This is all what it's for. There's a heads. And then, oh no! No, so yeah, that's it with that Tails, because presuming there's no mistake right here, and I wouldn't imagine there would be, TrollTheClown can Psy Shadow and just, they're gonna get the Oko Ono. Oh man, you gotta be feeling it if you are Krohnos, if you were a fan of this deck, and Krohnos right here. Well played though, I mean... They really did go for it. They came up with an interesting deck, and so yeah, it looks like Mewtwo. Yep, there's the Oko Ono. And that, like I say, it is devastating. TrollTheClown picking up another 2 points, and that will be the victory. And so now I can reveal, actually, TrollTheClown coming in 2nd overall in Ursiiday's Pocket Weekly. And so Krohnos coming actually in 7th. And so that was good. It was, you know, major congratulations to them on the top 8. Really, you could say top 7 if you want to, but just how seeding and tourneys go. Typically a top 8, but yes. You guys, please click an end screen on screen and see another video. If you like these casts, why not send me one of your interesting games? Feel free to. And thanks for viewing.